All right, next one for 4.6, we're going to talk about SIDS. So the I CAN statement says I can describe sudden infant death syndrome, which is SIDS, and prevention strategies. So your essential question is what is SIDS and how can it be prevented? Go ahead, write that down, pause while you do that, and then come back when you're ready, like always. All right, SIDS. SIDS is a sudden, unexplained death of an apparently healthy child in their sleep. Often these kids are under 1 year old. Okay. You cannot completely prevent SIDS, but you can reduce the risk. So we're going to talk about how we can do that. So, reducing the risk. Having the child sleep on their back is the recommended way to reduce the risk of SIDS. Usually, children who die from SIDS are sleeping on their stomach. Okay. Also, not sleeping with soft bedding, pillows, or stuffed animals, and avoiding smoking and secondhand smoke both during and after pregnancy helps reduce the risk of SIDS. So we don't want super soft things that kids could maybe like suffocate on, right? And then smoking also seems to be linked to it because most children who die from SIDS have been around smoke at some point in their life. And yes, that also includes vaping. Okay. Tummy time can also help prevent SIDS by helping babies get stronger so that they can roll over. So that if they get stuck on their tummy, they can roll over onto their back if they need to. That can help as well. Babies sleep. The safest place for a baby to sleep is in their own crib. You'll probably hear of different things. Room sharing. That's called sleeping with the infant in the same room. That's fine, right? Then sometimes you hear of bed sharing. That's sleeping with an infant in the same bed. The safest place for the baby is to be in their own crib. Simply because then somebody's not going to accidentally roll on top of them or shift the bedding so that it suffocates the baby. The other thing to be aware of is that there are dangers of infants sleeping in car seats. So, when your baby is seated, their heavy head can fall forward, which can cause difficulty breathing and even suffocation. So, especially when they fall asleep, right? Some of you, I'm not going to name names, right? But sometimes when people fall asleep in school or other places, right? Their head falls back. Some people's heads fall forward. Some people's heads are like to the side, right? Whoa. Excuse me. Wow. Apparently I inhaled air wrong. When a baby doesn't have control of their neck or doesn't have strong neck muscles, their heads fall forward. That's why car seats outside of a moving car are not really safe for naps or overnight sleep for the first year of life because they're still working on those neck muscles. Okay. So I'm not saying like if you put the baby in the car seat and they're riding and they fall asleep in the car, it's not the end of the world, right? But I'm just saying like you're not going to bring the baby and leave them in the car seat for the entire day when you're just hanging out at home. Okay? Not the safest place. So, just some things to be aware of. All right. I will see you in the next one.